Hello, chosen ones, initiates, welcome in. This is a reading for Team Godhead. We're going to do a checkers on a chessboard cosmic reading to see what our little friends are up to in the backstage realm with regards to what some refer to as the spiritual warfare. But it's imperative that we keep our mind in the truth, which is that all life on earth was designed to be archetypal, energetic warfare, alchemy, essentially. Okay, so yeah, let's have a look into these energies. When I say spiritual warfare, we've got two teams on this earth, the negative polarity beings and the positive polarity beings. That is, those of us who've got our heart chakras activated versus the ones who don't. And the ones who don't operate on upside down blueprints. Their up is your down and your up is their down. It's opposite world, okay? So their consciousness is upside down compared to yours. So we're going to go ahead and look at what our little teammates are doing in the little spiritual dance that we all do, trying to, basically compete. Our enemies want hell on earth. They reign supreme when everyone is living in fear and chaos. God wants us to be in heaven. So our job as representatives of God, as envoys and messengers of God, is to make sure our etheric, auric field, our magnetic field is as beautiful as possible, and to also make sure our inner world is as beautiful as possible. Then we can bring things through from the backstage, from the etheric realm, often referred to as the non-physical, and we can make heaven manifest on earth. So while I was putting away my cards from my last reading, this card wanted to make itself known. This is passion and pleasure. Savor your life. So if you imagine a chessboard on my table right now, we are playing a game against old energy and we are the new energy. If you imagine the chess pieces for our team on Team Godhead as being golden, okay, we are radiant. We pull energy in from the backstage constantly. So it's imperative that we keep our mind on the level of true warriors. And they're telling me the word ninja for someone out there. This is about being able to keep your calm amidst any warfare that comes your way, any spell work, any negative polarity game playing, and they are everywhere, my darlings. They are absolutely everywhere. If we can keep ourselves radiant and glowing and golden and bright, then our enemy players, they kind of like frazzle up from that, okay? So their job is to try and stop our light as much as they can. And our job is to keep our light shining as often as we can. So I'm going to have a look at what the enemy is doing on the checkerboard. I'm going to shuffle these cards, then I'm going to split them. I'm going to use two different decks for each team so we can get a clear viewpoint into how similar people may be when they work for the negative polarity, the dead-hearted ones, versus, our energies, because we stand side by side with these people. We work with them, we go to school with them, we get slowly boiled like frogs when it comes to getting used to their energy. So our primal mind, sometimes in the modern world, in the West, it has a problem with this is the Four of Swords. It has a problem because we're so used to having to blend in with these creatures and be nice and polite to them, but actually they're our spiritual enemies. So we have to learn to trust our intuition again. We have to learn to trust those primal impulses that come through to our mind, because they're not that rare, guys, okay? I know, certain establishments want to tell you, certain human beings have decided what sort of a percentage of narcissists exist on our planet, but they're picking from a small group of people who've actually gone to, their offices or whatever. I happen to know that there's a balance on this planet, okay? A balance of energies, 50-50, all right? So, yeah, we need to be vigilant. We need to be vigilant, okay? So, on the enemy's side, let's have a look. Page of Wands, 8 of Cups, 10 of Wands. Okay, let's not call them enemies. Let's be holier than thou about this. Let's call them players of the game. Okay, we'll call them players of the game. It looks to me like they're up to their old hijinks. Page of Wands energy is telling me, there are energies afoot, fiery energies, energies that want to instigate. Okay, the Page of Wands is an instigative behavior. Okay, we've got the Fool here. on Team Godhead side. So I see a lot of you are starting fresh starts and really feeling rejuvenated in your souls, recharging. And yeah, I feel like a lot of you are feeling really good with the springtime, feeling really like new people. Look at that. Can you see that? We've got the Sun card here. I'm going to look into this Seven of Cups because, of course, this is related to the way we're pulling these cards. This is related to something they're doing. Okay, Eight of Cups energy. So this is an energy of someone somewhere related to someone who's watching this, walking away or having been left behind. 10 of Wands, they're feeling burdened by this, okay? So it seems to me like some of you might be leaving behind situations where you were forced to mix with certain people of the negative polarity, people who weren't heart-centered, people who are selfish, okay? Show me this Eight of Cups. How does this Eight of Cups relate to us, please, Spirit? How does this Eight of Cups relate to us? Five of Pentacles. So definitely this feeling of aloneness, this feeling of being abandoned, or a feeling of, you know, being completely starved for energy here. Yeah, we've got the Three of Swords showing up. So it looks like someone's I'm going to call them Judas, okay? Someone's Judas, someone's karmic partner, or some kind of enemy that one of you guys was on the checkerboard with, This is like Mortal Kombat. Someone you were Mortal Kombating here is really suffering, okay? I feel like you walked away from them. You left them on their ass in an alleyway. This is like a Mortal Kombat, you know, you just jab them a couple of times and walk away, and they're left licking their wounds. That's the energy I'm getting here. Some badass movement made on the checkerboard. So I feel like you retained your radiance in some sort of altercation with a member of the enemy team. And you're looking really rejuvenated here with the Fool and the Sun card. You know, no wonders who won that battle, okay? A clear winner here. Let's see what this confusion is about on your side. Show me. Seven of Swords. I feel like you could be feeling a little bit confused because you won the battle. Maybe you're like expecting this person to, you know, drop you a line, or you're expecting their same old shenanigans. But you know what, Team Godhead, we are getting so good at wiping these little knights off the board, because we can play off the board, right? We lift ourselves up way above the actual, you know, spaces on the board of the checkboard. They're stuck on the chessboard, guys. They are stuck on a little checkerboard with their little flat checkerboard pieces, whereas you're flying around the board and you're multi-dimensional. So I feel like you're a bit confused because you're expecting one of these, you know, naughty narcissists to come running at you with another kind of move that they're making, Knight of Wands energy. And I feel like you've already got them. I feel like you've already defeated them somehow. Maybe you haven't realized that yet. Maybe you're expecting the same old behavior, or you're just waiting for them to recharge and come hoover you. But it's looking good here. You're the one who's pulled the fire in. Okay, so what's happening with these people nowadays is, what should we call them, guys? Come on, I'm going to have to call them the dead-hearted ones. I don't want to keep calling them narcs, and I don't want to keep calling them negative polarity beings. So, I don't know what to call them. The dead-hearted ones, one of your opponents here, it's like you've stolen their energy. Okay, so when we win a fight, metaphysically, whatever energy they were trying to steal from us, often they've got to give us energy. Like in my last battle, I didn't even want a new spirit guide. I've got so many spirit guides, okay? That's not me being mean, guys, okay? But literally, my Judas of my Jesus year, his spirit guide came over to me. He now is supporting my energy because that was the guy's last chance. That was the person's last spiritual chance to shift their ways up. And, you know, their energy went so low after battling me that their spirit guide actually abandoned them and came over to my team. So something like that going on here with you, with this Knight of Wands energy. This is like you pulling energy from their magnetic field. Not that we want to, right? Earth angels, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that, but it's just the balance of events. It's the justice of the universe. These energies shift around in the backstage, in the invisible realm. So there's something that's gone into your magnetic field here. You're just more and more powerful and more and more powerful. And this is where the energies are shifting. This is where, you know, the old energy is losing now. Because in the past, they drained us so hard that it was hard, okay? In our previous incarnations, it wasn't always you know, a quick battle and you know, TKO, we win. But we're getting so good at what we do now that they just keep on losing. Okay, so this energy is yours now. Six of Swords energy. Okay, you could have even been given one of their guides like I was, because this is the card of guidance and this is the Knight of Wands. So this is like the knight on the chessboard just moving onto your side of things. Literally, they just gave me the noise of it. You know, a big heavy chess piece getting dragged along a really heavy board. Yeah, this is like Harry Potter chessboard moves. Okay, so something's moved over to you, and you're definitely flowing out of any confusion here with this Seven of Cups. I feel like you just won, and that's the resolution. So let's have a look at this Page of Wands and we'll see what's going on up here with this little naughty immature energy. Four of Swords. Yeah, okay, so they're not feeling naughty and immature anymore. This energy then was how that they began an equation with you being quite playful, being quite immature, seeming quite lighthearted and fun-spirited and all of that sort of thing. But, you know, again, I feel like their vitality has moved over to you, okay? And this is just divine justice. This is what God wants. If these people don't win, look who gets the fiery energy, the Queen of Wands, okay, female fire. So I feel like I'm speaking to a woman primarily who's getting energy moved over to her magnetic field. Doesn't have to be, but I feel like you really bashed this little one over the head, okay, with your club. There's something about you just knocking them off the board when they tried it with you. I'm getting that you're no one's little empath to come and feed off of. You are no one's source of prey. Okay, so this is what God likes to see. He likes to see us really holding our ground as spiritual warriors and not providing fuel for people who will just distract us and pull our minds into some weird sort of limbo Jumanji. You know, that's the nightmarish chaos that narcissists and these negative polarity beings bring into our life. But you're still radiant, savoring your life, keeping your energy lit up like a Christmas tree, while whoever this is, they're burdened. All right, we've got the Five of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Three of Swords, Four of Swords, Ten of Wands. They're burdened. They've got their guard up now. Okay, so whatever you did it well. And now they're like, whoa, that was not an easy target. I did not mess with an easy target. You know, they're going to go off and lick their wounds now. Seven of Wands. You've made them block you, maybe. Something like that. I love doing that to narcissists. I love it. They're always picking on people, right? And when they pick me, they pick the wrong one. So, you know, you could have that Constantine kind of energy where these demonic types will run from you and have to hide from your energy. And look at this, like how radiant you are. They're literally hiding from your light right now. Boundaries up, feeling all scared. You know, I feel like they're really shook because when they get a full dose of God's energy, the full power of God, they can't handle that, okay? So you're representing up here with the Queen of Wands. You're really representing that divine fire, standing for what you know to be goodness, trueness, wholeness, loveness. You know, there's a love to you, a fiery warriorship of love, where you're just going to keep on representing what you represent, and someone's licking their wounds, okay? So job well done. They keep giving me that Mortal Kombat reference point, like TKO. What is it? Total brutality or something like that. Like you just got them. You just totally got them. Complete annihilation. Okay, so let's have a look at your fresh start energies here with the Fool card, and let's see what's coming out here. So we've got the Tower. So you could have made a break. Okay, you could have escaped from one of these demonic karmic chaos causing fools. All right, let's have a look. What else about this Tower? Something came in to help you because they're pulling me to the dice, the number 7, which they so often do. Okay, we've got the Six of Cups here. Interesting. This looks like an SOS care package that came in energetically to you from your soul group. It dropped down into your magnetic field and gave you divine guidance when it came to this. So this almost looks like a power up move from the soul group where they've sent you such lush energy. There's also a message here about having to escape one timeline to get to a soulmate connection. That won't be for everyone, but there we have it, the Hierophant. So you are needed elsewhere, okay? Your Majesty, you are needed in this devoted connection. Okay, so that explains the guidance as well. You're being guided into something that really needs your attention. A very important storyline. This little movie over here wasn't, you know, it wasn't getting very good reviews. You know what I mean? People aren't going to waste their time in that cinema for very long. So you've escaped, all right, and you're moving into something way more stable here. Divinely guided. This has to do with your soul group, your soul mission, following your spiritual pathway heartily here. And we've got the Ten of Wands with the Sun card. Okay, Show me one more. Show me one more. The Queen of Swords, okay. Again, there's more of that energy of cutting out your burdens before you move into some big new chapter. So it's like they want you to be super rejuvenated here, seeing very clearly. Yeah, we've got the Devil energy here. So this is a big, big message for someone. Cut off those burdens. Because the chances are this person's going to regroup and then they're going to come and try and like phone you again, get their hooks in again, make you feel like you're paranoid and that spiritual warfare's not real again. No, okay, there's something really beautiful for you coming in here. They're saying don't go back to the devil, okay? They blunted your sword once, okay? You've resharpened that thing. And you're keeping it nice and sharp. You're not going to go back and slay the same dragon, is the message I'm getting here. So remember all the burdens they caused you, and remember how free you feel without them, is kind of the message I'm getting here. Can we have any more, please? 3 of Cups. Yeah, keep celebrating your victory. The fact that you already TKO'd this person and walked away from them, they're like, you already won. Like, you literally already won. So don't let this person distract you into maybe, you know, entering their timeline in any way, shape or form. You already did it. You already walked away for a reason. So they really want me to slap that into someone, okay? Okay, I'm not an average messenger for the divine, okay? I'm freaking crazy. So yeah, they will flow those energies through me because it matches my personality. So they want me to really like, yeah, drill it into you. Don't go back to those modern day ways of thinking that everyone's your friend and yay. No, okay? You know they're chaos on legs. You know that, you feel that, you've been through that, and now you're free, okay? So they want you to really stay in that energy of having won, having escaped, being the Mortal Kombat master on this checkerboard. So let's get into these energies, and I'm going to pull some ancestor cards, and then I'm going to look at these compass cards for some more spiritual pathway guidance. We've got the Shaman of Stars showing up, letting you know you're radiant, you're in your higher self's energy, and you're here to shine. The Sun card, the Fool card, fresh chapter, please. I want all you chosen ones. If you've got away from someone who's a real little asshole, I want you to confirm that in the comment box. Keep reminding yourself you're a star, you're a valuable, immortal being of the divine, and you're here for bigger storylines. Put it in that comment box. I am here for bigger and better storylines than this. I'm not being sucked down into someone else's tiny little Alice in Wonderland hell, okay? A silly little story that doesn't mean anything to the gods. They need you front and center stage. So there's the Shaman of Loss here. You've got to lose the baggage if you want to go onto the storylines where only the golden pieces can move to. You know what I mean? Like, this person cannot get into the golden hallways of the gods. They can only stay in their little old energy. Whoever this is for, okay? You've got a heavy connection coming in the most beautiful way. Heavy meaning secure, and heavy, you know, meaning very, very valuable as gold. We've got the Dance for Friendship here, okay? So I don't know what that means to you. Maybe this is a reminder to really get out and be around your friends, or maybe this is an omen of new beautiful friendships coming in. As I looked on the figures on this card, I feel like more and more star seeds and light workers are coming together, and their energies are really starting to join up now. So if there are any of those sort of feelings, 5 of Pentacles feelings, which I'm not getting on your side, but you never know when you've walked away from someone, let that go. I feel like people are letting go of old connections or ties or soul bonds, things that maybe a little bit heavier storylines were applied to and attached to, and you're just escaping. You know, you're not rejecting anyone, you're just going to where you belong, okay? So yeah, ancestor of knowing here. So this looks to me like you really are following the call of your higher self. I'm getting there might be a little bit of frustration here with this Dance of Frustration on the bottom of the deck, but that's natural when we're shifting through things, especially with a Tower energy sweeping through. I feel like you're keeping your head above water really, really well, and I feel like you're holding your etheric frequency really well, choosing to appreciate all of life's pleasures, choosing to be the best version of you that you can possibly be on a daily basis. They're telling me 1% better every day, so that could mean something to you. Just, you know, I feel like you're one of those beings, you're always trying to refine your consciousness, you're always, you know, trying to be better and you know, make your soul better on a daily basis. which is probably why you're chosen, starseed, right? To you, the spiritual pathway is so natural, it's so instinctive to you, and it's so automatic to you that you might wonder why other people aren't like that. But it's certainly paying off for you. And I was about to say madam then, so I don't know how that resonates. Certainly paying off for you, madam, okay, with the sun card coming out so beautifully and so radiantly. You're doing the good work. You're keeping, you know, the spiritual realm lit up with your gorgeous light. Imagine it like a chessboard, but you're flying like a fairy all over it, you know. And this person was playing checkers against a metaphysical being of the divine who can make so many moves in the mortal combat, alchemical, spiritual warfare. Okay, yeah, not surprisingly, we've got goddess coming out. Goddess. So you're certainly radiant and really charged up with the divine realms. This divine energy is all over you, coming through your magnetic field. They're showing me pollen coming off of a flower. So this is like you've got your own perfume. It's like you're a magical flower in the jungle of life. You emit a radiant frequency that's so powerful here with this goddess card coming out. Let's have a look. Show me more. Show me more for whoever this video is for. Messages for the chosen ones. Messages. What messages? Exalted. Yeah, I feel like you've lifted yourself up. Like you are now way above any 3D reality because your mind is so exalted. So you've had a shift in consciousness here. And again, it's like all this energy's gone over to you. I was about to say gone up to you. Did you hear that? Because this person's operating at a lower frequency. You're literally so much higher above them as a consciousness. The energy that they tried to steal from you, that they've now been fined with. You could say the universe keeps balance. So these people now have to pay you a fine, an energetic fine for starting a fight they couldn't finish, because that's the way the universe sees it. The universe sees it as, well, they started the war, you know, they started playing the game, so they made that free will decision. Now you're getting their energy, lovely goddess, right? 11th house, again, friendships highlighted. And what's this one? Fortitude, moving forward. Okay, so this is you having a big speed. You've gathered a lot of speed and momentum with your actions and your choices and behaviors. So the train is going really fast for you in the sense that you are timeline jumping, okay? You are like really making big moves etherically with your energy just moving so quickly ahead to where you want to be, those next manifestations. I don't really feel like we need much else. I feel like you've got your compass aligned perfectly. You're clearly knowing what you're doing here, okay, and your consciousness is clearly in the right spot, doing the right thing. So accept the victory, okay? Write it in the comment box. I accept my victory and I win and I am headed for so many blessings, okay? This has been great reading for you guys. Hit all the buttons. I love you loads. Mwah, 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 mwah.